This is my Doctor of Ministry thesis paper, Chapter 2. My name is Jonathan Romig, and I got my Doctor of Ministry from Gordon-Conwel Theological Seminary. And the name of my thesis reads like this: Flourish, Concepts, Commands, and Conversations for Common Good Faith and Politics in the Church. Essentially, my Doctor of Ministry is on political discipleship. Chapter 2, Biblical and Theological Foundations. The two most potent images of human flourishing in the Western cultural traditions comes from the Bible, from the opening chapters of its first book and from the final chapters of its last. The promise of these visions of flourishing is a prized jewel in the treasury of the Christian faith, one of its best gifts to the world. Miroslav Volf, Flourishing. Introduction. In Chapter 1, I asked how pastors and churches should disciple their congregations in their political engagement. I hypothesized that the direct teaching and discussion of the biblical concepts of human flourishing and the common good, along with their corresponding commands, gave my congregation a theological framework for engaging in faith and politics. In Chapter 2, I examine human flourishing and the common good from Genesis to Revelation, focusing on the creation, fall, exile, shalom, law, prophets, wisdom, kingdom of God, Great Commission, church, faith, and new heavens and earth. From this chapter, I create my biblical theological framework for engaging in faith and politics. Jake Meador, the author of In Search of the Common Good, explains why this matters. The reason much recent Christian political activism in the United States has offered such disappointing returns is that, for the past 30 years at least, American Christians have obsessed over policy, mostly passed over doctrine with a shrug, and pursued the civil formation of Christian citizens only in a stop-start, halting manner. Evangelical Christianity has spent a lot of time lobbying for particular policy positions. However, evangelicals could have better spent that time forming people to represent Christ well in the public square. Meador adds, it is possible for two people to agree on doctrine and disagree on a particular policy as it relates to that doctrine. Valuing life is doctrine. A nationwide ban on abortion is policy. A framework focuses more on doctrine and civil formation than particular policy decisions. Please like the channel, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think.